So Taylor and I found a cool little spot, and we stashed his kayak in the woods. Tweaker proof, right?
The river was a lot more shallow than we thought it was going to be, which was going to present quite the challenge.
Well,
we ended up scooting an awful lot more than we wanted to.
this could suck. There we go.
It took quite a bit of scooting, but we did finally make it out into relatively open water.
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean by relatively. Finally, we were ready to take on our first rapid. Or so I thought.
There we go.
And eventually I was able to get through it. But this would be indicative of the rest of the trip.
Not so bad.
Oh, and Taylor's never taken a kayak on a river before.
What are you doing going backwards, man? Paddle. Watch the stick, stick, stick. Okay, start paddling now. How did that feel? Way to go. It's cruising.
The Yachats River is a pretty short river, traveling only about 12 miles before emptying into the Pacific Ocean. Unfortunately for Taylor and I, it was at probably the emptiest it's been in the last couple of years, but we wanted to give it a shot anyway. This would prove to be probably not our best idea. We ran into shallow spots like this all over the river. We also ran into some log jams, one of which stole one of my GoPros. This was the case throughout almost the entire trip. There were so many spots where we had to slow down and scoot across shallow rocks or even get out and pull the kayaks. This is just the first of many times where we had to get out of the kayak and simply drag it across the shallow bar. We scraped bottom for most of the trip, and by the end of the trip we were both sore from having to get in and out of our kayaks so much.
Get a little water in your kayak. River's definitely not as full as I thought it was going to be, so Kind of makes this trip a little more interesting.
This is probably the last time on the trip where we both had a smile on our face. Even though we scraped bottom here too, it was still fun.
Boy, some of this water is just really, really shallow. Taylor's having a hard time coming down right now.
Shortly after this, my GoPro died, and as I told you earlier in the video, I lost my other GoPro. So this is all the footage I have for this video. Thanks for watching anyway. Be sure to like and subscribe to see if I find my camera. I probably won't.